Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dorcas Adeyinka. I am the CEO of LPD Culture by Lady Polo D, the founder of Dorcas Adeyinka's Empowerment Foundation. Today, I want to talk about Maureen Badejo and, of course, all the Antichrist on social media, plus all the people that Maureen Badejo has been bullying and defaming their character on social media. I want you to sit back, relax, and understand this particular show that I'm having right now. Put your bitterness, your antichrist, and the rest of it, put it inside the bin, okay? I want you to let all of us look at it critically, all right? And don't be too judgmental, okay? When you see something that is wrong, say that it's wrong. If you believe that it is right, say that it's right. Men of God are human beings as well, okay? So we're going to sit down and talk about this, and I might do it in series. I don't care. Until obviously Maureen comes out and give us whatever own ordeal of whatever she went through in Nigeria and what have you, or whatever. Okay, so let us analyze this critically. I am going to include a video of what Maureen has been doing, okay, to men of God. You might not see them as men of God. That is your own cup of tea. I don't live with them. I am not staying with them. I have never had any encounter with any of them. I cannot say that, they were not called by God, because if somebody is saying, okay, this is, the path that they want to follow, fair, no problem. I'm not going to say somebody that says that is a man of God is not a man of God based on what somebody is sending to me, maybe on WhatsApp, or a comment that I see on Facebook. Because it could be, you see, when we're dealing with issues, we need to deal with it by using our brain correctly, okay? This issue of Maureen, all right, people will go to her, they will give her information about a particular pastor. Maureen will come out on social media with the information that they have given unto her, and she will just broadcast it without contacting the pastor, without finding out the pastor side of the story, without finding out whether the person that came to her with those information has any conflicts or previous problem with the pastor in question. Maureen would just literally, okay, oh God, this is another case of a pastor, because she doesn't, should I say that she doesn't like pastors or men of God? Ṣé part of Upoke pé Maureen ó ń ṣe analysis for men of God? Òun ni Maureen Badejo ló ṣe pé Pastor Adeboye ní hold full. Come on, as in, is that part of, oh yes, when a pastor is not doing well, they should be dragging them? Is that part of it? Or is she just being rude and disrespectful to the man of God because she believes that she's using it to cash out? Or because there are some people that are sponsoring her to do all the nonsense and rubbish that she's doing? I'm not doing this or analyzing this because I have issues with Maureen, all right? And I'm not doing it because, she obviously attacked myself when I had my own issues in Nigeria. I'm not doing it because of that. I'm doing it purely because, what is wrong is wrong. When we see something wrong, let us point it out that it is wrong. This is a beautiful clutch. It's so beautiful, really cute. All right, it's available in stock. You can pop into my store and pick this up, or you can purchase it on my website. You can buzz me on WhatsApp 0796101114. Very beautiful, absolutely stunning. Check this one out. It will make sense. I have beautiful collections in stock. Kò sáṣọ tó ra lọ́dọ̀ mi tó ní rí clutch tó máa máa jẹ. Ó gbàsíkì gan ni, Visit us, you won't regret it. This one is not even on the website yet, okay? I've not put all this on the website yet. These are stuff that just came in today. So if you like this, to all our fans on YouTube as well, just buzz me on 079 This one, oh Baskigo, I love it about your love. Oh fine, beautiful. Okay, now Ejeka, get to business. Maureen Badejo has been attacking MFM pastor, the man of God, Lati, God knows how many years. They have had legal battles in the UK that she's still holding him for. I think around 100,000 or something like that. Now, this man of God, like I said, I don't know much about them. I am not an antichrist. I was born in a Christian home. And I will never sit down níbi tó bá ti ń báyé pastor or men of God jẹ́, o lè remember. Now, Maureen has said so many things about this man. Tó jẹ́ pé, come on. It has nothing to do with, oh yeah, whether he is a fake pastor or he's not a fake pastor. Ṣé fake pastor ni or is not a fake pastor ni Maureen ṣe máa sọ pé this pastor, allegedly. Let me be adding allegedly. She didn't even put allegedly from Pastor Adekoya. Abizi Adekoya Olukoya mumbo ejenwo. Sorry, Pastor Olukoya. Kò kọ pé allegedly sí. Maureen kàn na àwọn pastor yẹn. Ó kàn na wọ́n lẹ́gba. Hey Joe, I want to show you this one. Nínú this one tí Maureen post ní on the 9th of January this year. Maureen sọ pé ó kọ síbẹ̀ ó ní allegedly pé bàbá ẹ̀ ó ló anoint pẹ̀kú sí arábìnrin kan. Olele, can you see that? That is defamation. Is this part of, oh yeah, the pastor is fake or the pastor is real? Now, Maureen, ó wá focus attention lórí this particular Pastor Olukoya most especially. The numbers of pastors tó ti bully, tó ti ṣe, tó ti báyé wọn jẹ́, ó wà endless, okay? But I want to speak on this one first before I move on to the rest. Now, let me tell you something. When the Nigerian police, when they are doing well, okay, when they have done well, let us learn to appreciate them. It is not on every issue that you will bash. No. If they have taken the correct steps in dealing with issues, if they are dealing with issues correctly, please outline it and make it clear that they are doing a perfect job. In the case of Maureen Badejo, the Nigerian police force, the security agencies that are on our issue, the pastor himself, it might not even be the pastor that wrote the petition. It might be one of the member of the church. I'm not too sure who wrote the petition. Or if it is him that did it himself, he has done the right thing. Why? Because Maureen refused to stop. Even after the UK court have asked her to desist from defaming his character, tarnishing his name, and she has obviously lost a battle in court to himself, she refused to stop. Now, listen and listen very good. Timoshin Solo. The people that are investigating Maureen Badejo, they are doing a fantastic job. As a matter of fact, I give them kudos for grabbing her. And I pray that everybody that Maureen Badejo has bullied, defamed, destroyed their name, I pray that they will get justice. This is somebody that wrote a book. She went as far as writing a book. And she listed all these pastors' names with things that are unspeakable. things that they did not do. Come on. Here are some of Maureen Badejo's atrocities. I want you to look into all of this that I'm showing you, please. Just look into it. Look at all the caption and everything. I want you to look at all our captions since 2022. Okay, look into everything she's doing. Check all of this out, saying that MFM pastor lying on him that he anointed the pecus of this particular lady. I mean, just you to look into all the nasty things that she's saying, okay, before I talk. I want you to look into all of it. Just read all the captions. The list are endless though, but I just picked on some of her posts and I decided to show you all before I do my analysis, okay? And these are the people, all these antichrists. You can see that. Maureen as well. You can read all of this, okay? Read it all. Just read everything that Maureen is alleging all these wonderful great men of God for. Now, are you saying that, because I go through comments and posts and things, are you saying that it is normal for Maureen to write a book to destroy men of God, bully them on social media, say things about them that she is not 100% sure of, because people that have issues with those pastors are contacting her to be bullying them? Are you saying that those pastors have no right to write a petition against her for police to investigate, question her based on what she said about them? Are you saying that it is wrong for the police to now do their investigation and come up with a report of what Maureen Badejo did, whether it is the truth or not? There is nothing wrong if what she's saying she has evidence for, of course, but without evidence and proof, don't you think those pastors and prophetess, don't you think they have their own children? Don't you think they have their own name to protect their own image? Don't you think that some of the things that Maureen is doing, she's doing it to destroy the church of God? Don't you think some of the information that she's passing to the general public that she's not sure of, that she probably might not have evidence for, don't you think those information can destroy what we call Christianity as a whole? Are you saying that it is okay for her to come out publicly on social media to tarnish pastors' names? Which, Moti, go into it. I am going to show you in detail. But this is going to be my first video of the whole thing, so that more people, I believe they are supposed to be winning souls into the house of the Lord, right? Are you saying that it is okay? Like, for example, there is one that I saw where Maureen was talking about Pastor Jeremiah. I don't know if it is true or not. Allegedly, based on what she posted on her wall, she's alleging him of kidnapping a particular child. Does Maureen Badejo have evidence for that? And is it possible for that to happen? Okay. Her singing this about Pastor Jeremiah that I am very sure that she has no proof of. Is it possible for her to be saying all of that? And, obviously that, like I am saying that she's not 100% sure of. Is it now wrong for somebody like Pastor Jeremiah to say, okay, can you help me to ask her if she has evidence for A, B, C, and D that she said about me? Kidnapping is a serious offense. Okay? And in most of her posts, she's not saying that she's alleging them of it. She's actually confirming that Yes, they did this, they did that, they did that. Does Maureen Badejo have evidence for it? Why do we now have some of you shouting and screaming, oh, Nigerian police, oh, they did. She was invited. Hello? Maureen Badejo was invited. One thing that I want you to pick up, let's start from where it all started, is greediness. Maureen is greedy. If allegedly what we are seeing in the news on Sarah Reporter, where I saw it, allegedly, if it is true, so somebody romanced Maureen, that they want to help her clear everything, all her issues that is with Interpol. They want to help her bring her video, her YouTube channel back. Okay? She fell for that. She went to Nigeria. She was invited. Okay? And she walked into the station by herself. Interpol. Thinking that, oh yes, you know, she was going to somebody that will help her to sort out all the mess that she has created and, you know, obviously restore back the YouTube channel that was taken down, where she has been bullying and destroying the image of men of God. Now, when she went there, oh, that's that person that we have been looking for. And they probably sat her down and asked her some questions, and obviously asked her if she has evidence. Maureen is not fighting pastors alone. She's the bully. She's also fighting our royal fathers. Hello? Maureen's issue has nothing to do with just pastor men of God. No. She created her platform. Look, let me tell you something. We have something on social media that is called the fracas. Okay? If the issue of Maureen Badejo has to do with fracas, or A is fighting B, B is fighting C, it's a different case. Okay? Because then she would come out and say, oh, this person abused me, and that is why I am abusing this person back. That is not the case of Maureen Badejo. All the men of God that Maureen is attacking, Maureen has never had any one-on-one encounter with them other than people giving her information to blog about them. Maureen has never called them to find out their own side of the story based on the story that the people that want to destroy those men of God are selling to her. It is just information that are given to her that she's passing on. Not just information. Some of them she will see it on, you know, blogs. She will pick it up. She will blog it herself without finding out the truth. Is it right? Is it okay? Are you saying now that we should all be opening platforms to destroy pastors without having proofs and evidence of the things that we're alleging them of? I saw one person came on the platform and said, oh, Maureen will be fine. Stop analyzing her. Maureen can analyze me, but I cannot analyze her for offenses that she committed on social media, that she was arrested for, that she's been investigated for presently. But when it happened to me, that, you know, I was lied on, she came out and she started lying on me as well, and I cannot come out and say the truth. Maureen Badejo had a restraining order. Hello? She was restrained by the UK, United Kingdom, not to mention Pastor Olukoya any longer. She refused to listen. If the UK have restrained Maureen Badejo, listen and listen good, then they have a good case in Nigeria. Because they would have gone through evidence and they would have seen that, yes, she's bullying the man of God, for them to restrain her from doing so. All they need to do is present the restraining order from the UK, present it to them in Nigeria. Let them do their job properly in Nigeria. Let us stop using blogs to change the narratives because you don't like pastors, because you hate pastors, because you hate men of God, because you don't like police, because you have issues with police. I have had my own share of Nigerian police. But when they are doing something that I know that they are doing something right, I will say it that they are doing something right. In the case of Maureen Badejo, I have not seen them doing anything wrong here. Let me read this to you. Dr. Olukoya lawyer warned Maureen Badejo of contempt of court in the UK for violating its order restraining her from defaming Dr. Olukoya any further. And Maureen refused to listen. Let me continue. In recent weeks, Maureen Badejo has taken it upon herself to wage a false, derogatory and malicious war on Dr. Olukoya and MFM again. Here we revisit the court order made against her in April 2001 and the consequence of her action. Maureen Badejo. Ṣé ńgbà tán ti sọ fún Maureen Badejo ní UK pé kó dákẹ́ kó má dárúkọ mọ́? Èwo ni kẹ́ ẹ máa rí wà burúkú kẹ́ ẹ má lè sòtítọ́. Ẹ sòtítọ́ fún Maureen. Ẹ má tì sínú inú ibi tí kò ti ní lè jáde mọ́. They stopped her and she continued. As in, what are you talking about? All they need to do is present the one from the UK to Nigerian court, and that's it. She's fucked. During the court proceedings, Ms. Badejo had a full and fair opportunity to present evidence to support the allegation she had been circulating. The court found she was unable to produce any credible evidence. Court eventually determined that her claims were false, and on the 13th of April 2021, Dr. Olukoya and his wife, Dr. Mrs. Folashade Olukoya, obtained judgment in the High Court against Maureen Badejo. She fẹ́ báyé lady Jenny. So there is actually an order from the UK restraining her. She went to Nigeria. The Nigerian people now, ìwọ ọmọ wèrè tá tí ń wá láti UK tó ti lọ UK tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní kó dákẹ́ tó dákẹ́. Ọwọ́ ò bá ẹ́ látọjọ́ ẹ̀, but ó ti wà níkàáwọ́ wa níbi tọ́wọ́ ti lè bá ẹ́ sìn. Why are you not allowed? Why don't you want the Nigeria to do their job properly? Must we be negative on everything Nigeria all the time? Come on, stop it. UK, there is nothing like bribe. Hello? UK, there is nothing like bribe. Ní UK kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bribe. No. So if she has been restrained from constituting nuisance, why did she continue? Now she's in Nigeria. Ó ti wà níkàáwọ́ wọn sìn. Kò sí anything like bóyá wọ́n lè sọ pé jurisdiction kò tiẹ̀ sí yẹn mọ́ nínú nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí. Let them do their job in Nigeria. Let us stop shouting. The Nigerian police did this. The Nigerian police did that. Stop it. Let them do their job. If she's a criminal, let them label her as one. If what she's doing is wrong, let them deal with her. Obviously, if she has had the opportunity to sort her case out here in the UK, she refused to present evidence. Instead, she continued to tarnish the image of the man. Don't the man of God have family? Don't they have children? Gbogbo don't fly around and about them. Is it good? Is it normal? Come on, man. Stop. Let me continue. During the court proceedings, Miss Badejo had full and fair opportunity to present her evidence. She had no evidence to present. Okon will be done to United to draw Sibeni. Which means that all the people that have been giving her details about all these pastors, they are lying to her. Because she cannot give evidence of the things that she's saying on social media. Where are the people that gave her all the cases that she's treating to tarnish the image of those men of God? Why can't they get into the box and defend her? Let them go and defend her in Nigeria. The court found in favor of the Olukoyas, and as part of the relief granted, as part of the relief granted to them, was an injunction which restrained Maureen Badejo, the defendant, from repeating or republishing the false allegation she had made about Dr. Olukoya. The effect of the injunction is clear. Maureen Badejo is legally prohibited from continuing the same brutal, false, and defamatory campaign against Dr. Olukoya that she pursued since 2020 until the court order was obtained. The order compelled her to stop. She refused to stop. 18 year old UK to investigate or already. Maureen could not give an evidence of everything that she said. Now, what wà ní káwọ́ wọn ní Nàìjíríà. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà jùlọ sẹ́wọ̀n kan rọmọnjẹ kó máa lọ. Embarrassingly, she was also ordered by the court to publish on her own social media channels a summary of the judgment as follows. In October 2020, Dr. Daniel Olukoya and Mrs. Folashade Olukoya brought proceeding against Ms. Maureen Badejo in defamation in relation to allegations of, amongst other things, dishonesty, sexual misconduct. Ms. Badejo filed defense alleging the allegation she had published were true. In April 2021, that defense was struck out as disclosing no reasonable ground for defending the claim and as an abuse of the court proceeding. In April 2021, Dr. and Mrs. Olukoya obtained summary judgment against Ms. Badejo. An injunction was granted preventing Ms. Badejo from publishing any of the allegations she had made against Dr. Olukoya and Mrs. Olukoya. The damages were ordered to be obtained at later date. On the 22nd of October 2021, the court determined the judgment payable by Ms. Badejo, and she was ordered to pay damages of 65,000 pounds. She was ordered to pay the damages of 65,000 pounds to Dr. Olukoya and 35,000 pounds to Mrs. Olukoya as compensation for the wrong they have suffered. In total, Maureen Badejo was supposed to pay them £100,000 in damages. And I am sure she has not paid a penny up till now. Nigerian police force, kudos to you on Maureen Badejo's case. The Interpol, allegedly, from what we saw on social media blogs, I'm not too sure if it's true. Kudos to you. If what they are saying that you did in order to get her, if what you did is true, for real, kudos to you. Congratulations to the Olukoyas. Now, suddenly, Maureen Badejo is again trying to gain fame and publicity by maligning Dr. Olukoya's name. She is repeating the same false allegation she made 5 years ago. In Kotimo Okazitai, Osheleni on the 28th of January this year, 2026. That was after 5 years. Timothy restraining order here. I don't know how long the restraining order is for, but Mama continue láti kà lọ fún yín. Kẹ́ lè rí pé Maureen kò lè gbọ́ràn, etí ẹ̀ ti dì. The very same allegation she had to publish an apology and the court injunction on her own social media, explaining why those were false. This is a serious breach of Court authority. Despite the High Court's judgment and the injunction now in place, Maureen Badejo has continued an ongoing campaign of false and malicious statement of the same thing she was stopped for, that she could not provide evidence for, that she did not have evidence proof for, that they granted £100,000 to the Olukoyas. She now continued it again in the year 2026. Ẹ wá sọ pé ó lọ sí Nàìjíríà wọ́n gbé. Wọ́n bá má gbé. Mo lérò pé orí yín ti dàrú. Mo lérò pé sick. Mo lérò pé ara yín ò yá. Mo lérò pé nǹkan kan jẹun lọ́pọlọ yín tẹ́ fi sọ pé kí Maureen kó continue orí burúkú òṣì àti ranù tó ń ṣe. Tó jẹ́ pé in the court ní UK where she had opportunity láti ṣe kíni láti present the case, she could not even present her case. Láti sọ pé evidence gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ ni. So she was bullying them for real. How do you expect her to win a case in Nigeria if she cannot? They should take her passport. She should not be granted any bail. She's evil. This is nonsense. Rubbish. What are you talking about? Now let's continue. They now gave her a warning. They said, Dr. Olukoya's legal team, who secured the judgment, have therefore written to Maureen Badejo to put her on formal notice that or else she stops and desists, pulls down the recent defamatory post with apology. A formal proceeding for contempt of court will follow. She has been warned in clear terms that any continued repetition of the allegations or any conduct that undermines or breaches the injunction will be treated as a serious matter, and that the proceedings will be issued for contempt of court. De bá Maureen sọ̀rọ̀. Sherry, one thing about me is this. When I see the truth, mi ò lè bá yín parọ́. Mi ò ń bá yín sí nínú àwọn tó máa parọ́ orí burúkú lórí social media. Mi ò ń bá yín sí nínú àwọn kan tó máa rí tó máa pè níbi tó máa twist it around o. Maureen jẹ̀bi o. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú aláyé bàjẹ́ tẹ́ ń support tẹ́ fẹ́ máa mú Maureen. Tẹ́ fẹ́ máa ní comment section, tẹ́ fẹ́ máa fún ní agbára láti máa galivanti orí burúkú àkiri. Maureen jẹ̀bi o. Wọ́n wá continue, wọ́n ní contempt of court is not a mere technicality. It is a grave breach of the court authority and the rule of law. If established, it carries criminal sanctions, including fines and imprisonment. In short term, this is no longer a simple question of reputation harm. It is now a question of compliance with a binding High Court order. Dr. Olukoya remains willing to see this brought to a proper end. But the position is equally clear. The judgment must be respected, the injunction must be obeyed, and it is time for Badejo to stop her unlawful campaign or face the consequence of disobedience. Ṣé wọ́n wọ̀nù fún Maureen Badejo àbí wọ́n wọ̀nù ẹ̀ tó? Ṣé wọ́n dá dúró tó àbí wọ́n dá dúró tó? Show me enough time láti stop orí burúkú, yes or no? Now, when this was posted, tí wọ́n wọ̀nù ẹ̀ tó fún ní wọ́n nìyẹn, come and listen to what she said in reply. She now shared it on her wall. She now shared it on her wall. She now said both Dr. Olukoya and Samuel Kayode are chronic liars who follows and believe all of these liars. I wonder, A court of law is not social media. Here, you are spreading lies to your gullible followers. To make it appear, you posted a court ruling from 5 years ago. Simply from 5 years ago. She continues, she says, similar to a fresh judgment, you even told lies regarding the cease to desist letter from the attorney for Dr. Olukoya. She continues, she said, where is Christianity in this place? Where people serve God in spirit and truth. Consider a large church like MFM that constantly spread propaganda in order to hide the truth. She said, I would like you to share the letter I received from the lawyer in the name of tithe and offering, a group of liars and deceiving God people. Now, the first letter tí mo kà síta fún yín, báwo ló ṣe match up pẹ̀lú ìgbà tí Maureen tó share tó wá kọ caption títí ẹ̀ sí? Nothing matches. All she was doing is ó continue láti máa bully. Ó pè wọ́n lónírọ́. Ó ní pé nítorí pé wọ́n fẹ́ gba tithe and offering. Ṣé wọ́n tọrọ tithe and offering lọ́wọ́ Maureen lórí Facebook ni? Is Maureen attending this church? Why is she on this particular pastor? She continued. She said, and I'm going to read, Dr. Olukoya fought to go to the court where he received the initial ruling if he is proper. A court of law is not social media. It's going to be really noisy this time. Ní dúró wò tán, ìpadàbọ̀ Abija. She was not ready to stop. Hello? She was not ready to stop. That was January this year. Ṣérù yẹn tó fẹ́ bá yé àwọn men of God jẹ́ tán tí àwa tí mo dẹ̀ wá sure pé this thing that they wrote here is the truth. Ṣérù yẹn ló máa mú ní Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n ní jùmọ́ sínú kéré-mọ́njẹ́. And this is the people that some of you want to support. Somebody that cannot give evidence of all she said in the UK. Somebody that is talking about tithe and offering that they have not asked her for. Who asked Maureen to pay them tithe and offering? Asked Maureen to pay tithe and offering. Is she attending the church like I asked previously? Why is she bent on destroying Pastor Olukoya? If they write a petition against her, honestly speaking, she deserves it. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa fọwọ́ bò wá ìbàjẹ́. Tabari nǹkan tí ò dé jẹ́ ká ní kò dáa. Tabari tó ń ba tèèyàn jẹ́ ní ká jẹ́ kó ní kó ń ba tèèyàn jẹ́. Ó lè kàn wọ́n lọ́la. Ó lè kàn family ẹ̀ lọ́la. Enough is enough. This is part 1. I am coming for many other parts. My part is going to be unlimited because mo máa ṣe shopping lórí wall Maureen Badejo ni. Stop it. Stop it. Pastors are human beings as well. They have blood running through their veins. Many years of work, many years of ministration tí wọ́n ti ṣe, òun ni Maureen Badejo ló ń bàjẹ́. Kó máa sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀kúùsì